Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's of RHO Market Chat. So as usual, let's recap what we've done last week and also the usual disclaimer. So everything is for educational purpose. There's no inducement to trade. And let's recap what we did last week. Today I want to talk about Gili, and I want to tell you what I have been telling my students and clients on my chat group. Talk about gold, want to talk about the technicals on Nasdaq and also the week ahead. All right, so what we did last week was we talked about the coming Jackson Hole, and I said I expected the Jackson Hole, the Fed chief, to widen the inflation targets, and that relief is for the purpose of prolonging low interest rate for a longer period of time. And that was exactly what the Fed chairman did. All right, what he did was that he now announced average inflation targets. All right, instead of fixing inflation targets at 2%, now he said that they will tolerate average inflation target, say, of 2%. And you guys know that the U.S. inflation has, for the last 10 years, has been 1%. And if you want to get the average inflation rate of 2% plus minus, you need to at least go to 3%. Inflation rate needs to be around about 2-3% for a longer time. And that would mean that, expectation for the market is higher inflation going forward. And I showed the chart of Alibaba, and the theme for Alibaba will be the inclusion of Alibaba into the HSI index. And, the target was 290, it hits there. And, that was the target that was done. And so what is for this week, right? So this week I want to talk about this stock called Gili. There are three catalysts for Gili, and one will be the STAR board Shanghai index listing, and that was announced by the company on 17th of June, and that is why I have been on the lookout for it. So three catalysts: one, STAR index board listing. The other one is that the upcoming September Beijing Auto Show, right, which may include the launch of a pure electric modular architectural platform and its new energy vehicle product pipeline for 2021. That will be a game changer event, and that will demonstrate connect and intelligent technology capabilities. Although the last Gili results didn't do too well compared year to year, and that was because of business was affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. But we are seeing improvement in the car sales for Gili month to month, and we have seen strong monthly sales of year-on-year growth momentum on product portfolio expansion and new launches. Okay, so there was a correction for Gili after the results, and I've been saying that this correction will be a good time to accumulate Gili. And last 2 days I've been saying that I'm looking at Gili to accumulate after the correction, and I was expecting the announcement of their listing or the company's application, all right, filing the application to the STAR board for listing to be happening soon. So, I was just looking at the charts, and Gili I found support, and I thought, that was a good entry level for Gili for me. So I announced that I bought Gili. All right, today I bought it. Not only bought it, I said I add on. So I had already got a lot of Gili, and I was adding to more to my Gili's position. And I said that the reason why a lot of people, I think, today are getting into Gili, they are for the same reason. They are on hopes that there will be some announcement about their inclusion into the STAR board, Shanghai STAR board index. Okay, so so that's a good story, and you guys know that I always talk about story first, and then with that story, what is the trade plan or the future going forward for Gili? All right, so this is a trade plan. Gili has gone up on the Starboard index news, and it corrected. All right, corrected because of the its results. And you look at the chart pattern did a very nice typical double bottom pattern, and that was where I got bullish on Gili, start accumulating more Gilis here, and in anticipation of this catalyst that is coming. So Gili is one of the, or not one of the world largest auto companies, okay? And, I believe that in the long run, it could rival giants like Tesla, okay? So that is a story, good story for Gili. I hope you look into it too, and also the trade plan for Gili. So it was last done about 17 bucks. I expected to hit 19 dollars, okay, and perhaps 21 if it crosses 19, and perhaps by the time it get listed on the Starboard, if everything happens, it could even test its high at 27, 29 level. All right, so look at Gili, a great long-term play on the automobiles. All right, and so this is the outlook of gold from Power speech at the Jackson Hole recently. That was a gathering of central bankers all over the world to give their monetary policy. And there, Jerome Powell said that, indicated a flexible use of average inflation targeting, which enables monetary policy to aim to achieve inflation moderately above 2%. So now we're not talking about fixed inflation rates, we are talking about an average inflation rate, all right? And it would tolerate even the inflation rate above 2%. And if we believe that this guy is a stargazer, he's expecting inflation to go up. And the minute he announced that, for the last couple of days, we have seen a sell-off on the long-term U.S. Treasuries, the central bank is not going to tolerate this sell-off on the long-term U.S. Treasuries, and I think it is a matter of time before the Fed look to implement the yield curve control. And the implementation of the yield curve control would mean another form of QE, all right, and that's printing more money to buy more bonds or longer dated bonds, and that could be a big catalyst for gold, all right? And so this is my gold trade plan. Gold is resistance, last resistance at 1984, and if we can hold above 1984, we could probably see 2000, and so that is the resistance level. So watch gold. If it breaks 1984, if it doesn't break below that, it will continue to trade within the range. But I believe that gold is clearly turning around. All right, it has like formed it's nice bottoming process, and this trade plan, I've shown this trade plan a couple of times in my last market chat, and gold has been really moving very closely according to my trade plan. So I've been following this trade plan, and I've been like buying gold, accumulating gold when it touches this trend line here at the support level, around about like 1900. All right, so that was great. So every time it touches this level, I'll be a buyer, and I believe that gold will stay above this uptrend line, for a while, and also it could be turning around. All right, so watch gold, because the catalyst for gold, the macroeconomics, looks good for gold, all right, or the macro monetary policy, long-term monetary policy looks good for gold. I think it is in a sweet spot. Okay, so the Nasdaq has been going up, the Wall Street has been taking new highs, but what I just will be sharing with you that Nasdaq has sort of hit my long-term target somewhere off at 12,047. So I'm not saying it's going to crash soon. All right, I'm just saying that watch out. All right, because the peak could be near. All right, so just that's what I'm saying. All right, you could be seeing the peak very close. All right, and we could see a correction very close. So Nasdaq, all right, after hitting the peak, all right, it could hug along this upper trend line for a while. All right, you know, it could hug it for a while there, and then, you know, when it's ready, you know, it could just make a correction. So you know, so that's what I want to show you, my trade plan for Nasdaq, and I think it is due for correction. All right. So this is the week's calendar. Watch for Thursday job numbers, and we have unemployment reports coming up this coming Friday. So look out for that. So that could be the market movers. All right, and also, as far as China is concerned, look out for GDP coming out on 19th October, and also the PMI should have been released already. Okay, all right. So that's the highlights for this week. All right, and I hope you enjoy this week's edition of RHO Market Chat. I hope to see you again next week. All right, bye.